Legend of Total War here with part 34 of my Empire Total War Blitz Campaign as Great Britain. Alright, so previously we conquered a few settlements over here, and now we've made it to Ankara. Now I've moved a lot of shit around between the end of last episode and now. All the forces that I trained over here I've now made my way to here. As you can tell, a lot of movement was required for it, but I need to purchase like 2 or 3 generals to get to there. And if we have a look here, we've got quite a big army ready to go. And obviously anyone that's taken damage, these are guys from last turn. Also got these guys ready to, there was a bunch of generals all over the place, and I've sort of just sorted them out a little bit. Anyway, alright, before we do this, I'm going to get a peace treaty with the Ottoman Empire and charge them a hell of a lot of money for it. And then just declare war on them again. Gotta ask for the military access, or else we'll get kicked out of their land. And then just straight away break the peace treaty. As if my reputation can really get any worse at this point. Anyway, let's fight this battle. I don't expect it to be particularly interesting. It's just a matter of going through the motions and killing the enemy. I mean, it's all garrison units, and if you're thinking, why didn't I ask for the surrender, it's their capitals. Capitals, I don't think they ever surrender. Well, it's only their capital because I took Istanbul, but whatever, I took it last turn. Alright, so I'm going to set up over here. I think this is a good spot. My reinforcements will come from over there. Send away the horses, it's fine. And I don't expect this to be a particularly interesting fight, so I'm going to pause the recording and resume if anything interesting does actually happen. Okay, so as you can see, I got victory. This kind of just happened when I had my head turned, because I was sitting there watching videos and this battle was just going at snail's pace. I was just sitting there shooting them with round shot because they were so slow to get to me. And then I turned my head back around, it's like, oh, victory, I didn't realize that was coming. I don't think I lost any men. Yeah, so, did you miss anything? No, trust me, I did you a favour by not recording most of that. Okay, so that means they've only got 1 settlement left. Sizable force there. Not going to be able to get them to surrender, but that's fine. Our next stop is to go on the ships here. What are you doing there? Oh, that's weird. Oh, it's because I took the city, right. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Right. Now our next stop is here, and then Tripoli. And then we walk from there, from Tripoli to Tunis, from Tunis to Algiers, from Algiers to Tangier. And then from Tangier, I've hired a boat, and this boat will get as far over here as possible with the troops, at which point the Navy will meet up with them, pick them up, take them over here, pick up these 2 guys, and arrive at Crimea, at which point the Navy is no longer required. Now, I guess I could steal these boats. I certainly don't need the money, so I might as well. I don't think I'd bother with that one. This one's directly on the way there, so that wouldn't be a problem. It's not like I don't already have a lot of ships. Anyway, I'll pause the recording as I go and get this sorted, and maybe we'll have a battle there. Okay, so I've made it over to this Barbary States galley here, so I'm going to steal it. It's not going to be a very interesting battle. I'm just going to use a 6th rate because they're faster than 5th rates and whatever. Because you really do need speed when you're dealing with these motherfuckers. We should already have plenty of boat movement, but since we do have to travel quite a long distance, it would feel better if I could get another ship. I mean, it's not like I'm going to pay for it at all. There's going to be no upkeep because it's not going to exist next turn. Next turn's not going to even... Well, it's not going to exist next turn, so... I mean, you could sell it, but... God damn it. It's best if we have the wind at our back when we're going to them, so if we try and just wheel about this way, go around them, the wind will get in our backs, and then we can sail towards them faster. Also important we get rid of their sails first. Since it's a light galley, you can just board it pretty much straight away, but you got to get to it first. That's the thing. Alright. There we go. So you got sail at our back. Take a bit of damage, but it shouldn't destroy us. There we go. Good luck, motherfucker. You're out of here. Actually, no, you're into here. We're taking you on board. 380. Not even worth selling.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Good, and it has full movement. Somehow less than my ship. But that's fine. I mean, that ship will get us all the way to here. Oh, yeah, we're gonna have no problem with this turn. Fuck up in there. Or whatever, get in there. And I'll make my way towards Tripoli. Okay, so we've made our way down to Tripoli here. There's not much to this, we'll just get straight into it. Right, now what I'm going to do, I'm not going to bring in the fixed artillery, because at the moment, I think these two have the exact same movement points, so I want to see if it's actually how much it's lowering the movement points by. So when I join them back together, we'll be able to see. Maybe I should do it the other way around. That way I can actually make use of it. But then again, this fort, yeah, no, that's fine. So here we are fighting the Barbary states now. Can't get a surrender out of them. This is their capital, which will keep moving west as we do. Which is fine. It's not a big deal. The Barbary states aren't that strong as, you know, some melee units. Their forts are fairly weak. I think this is their only fort and settlement. We've just about conquered the entire Islamic world. We've conquered the entire Hindu world. India is ours now. Alright, where are my guys going to set up? They're going to come in from about here. That doesn't... Yeah, I'll set up here, I think. Doesn't matter, I can always change if I don't like it. Oh shit, I forgot to... It's alright. There's a difference between, like, Ottoman and actual Indian forts. The walls on these seem a bit higher. Yeah, you might not want to get too close. Alright, now I don't expect this one to be interesting at all, so I'm just going to pause the recording. If something interesting does happen, I'll show it, but for the most part, I'm just going to try to blow these fuckers up from a distance. Okay, so I think we're at the back end of this battle. Basically, nothing exciting's happened so far. All the damage that I've done to them here, it's all been round shot. As you can tell by the outline of this huge pile of fucking dead corpses, that's a bit redundant, or whatever, they just stood there in that stupid fucking line and just died. Obviously the general's dead as well. And I don't think any battalions have been annihilated. That's the thing, round shot is not good at annihilating whole battalions, but that's what we're getting in closer now to start using canister shots. Now I tried to like get my cavalry close to them so they would come out of the fort, but they wouldn't do it. So from this, let me see, what's the range on it? Okay, well they're coming out, so that's good. They'll probably just shatter right away. You don't want to get too close or else they'll shoot you within the confines of the fort. You want them to come out a little bit and then just instantly shatter. Oh, that's got still quite a few men in it. They just come out and just break straight away. It's great. got here? Armed populace, that's easy. Yeah, they're shattered. They're only broken. I should probably send a cavalry to go run them down, but kind of busy. There's not much left. I'm gonna try hit these guys here. They're coming back. It's alright. I should have sent cavalry to go after it, but I didn't want to. Alright, might need to get just a little bit closer. It's risky though. Because if they come out while I'm trying to set up, could do quite a bit of damage to me. Hopefully we're in range of that. We've got 4 men left in that. No, we're not in range. Because we're hitting them, just not in range. Which means I've got to get closer. But like I said as well, I don't want to get too close or else they'll come out. That's just armed populace, so they're no threat. Quick setup. See, they instantly shatter. These guys here, they'll probably shatter as well, if there's not enough of them. Good. So we really can't afford to get any closer. And if I could get like one shot to hit right down that line there, we'd kill all of them in one go. It's not going to happen, but you never know. So far we've taken 0 casualties, which is always good. Like I want to get closer, but I don't know. Get you closer, see if that lures them out here. Like, we're definitely hitting them, and this is a safe way to go about it, but the thing is, they're never going to break. That one's actually down to 1 man left. So this is the slow way to go about the battle. Alright, stop. See if we can get just that little bit closer. Good, we're in range there. Should be at least. Just worried that we're a little bit too close. That they might start shooting us from within the fort, where they essentially have very high morale. If they come out, their morale gets a lot worse. Or if they just twirl around like this, like ballerinas, that's also good. The good old Barbary State armed populist ballerina. And that's a perfect result there for us.
Prepare for war.
Just save it, get back in there. Let's see, how much movement points did we use up? Quite a lot. And we need to make sure that we actually, you know, conserve some movement. Because we got to get back on the boats. Alright, well the next stop is Tunis, so I'll just pause the recording until I get myself there. Alright, so here we are at Tunis. And, you know, I'd like to use both of my artillery. It's just, you know, I mean, this one's still got a lot of movement, but, you know, considering that's the difference between one fucking battle there. I mean, maybe I did that, you know, not very efficiently, but, you know, it's a lot of movement used up. Hard to justify that in a battle where there's only militia. You know, because these guys, you know, they've done a lot, but there's still a lot left to do. Although we could rely heavily on this other army as well, which you haven't started using yet. You know, they've got, you know, it's not completely fresh, their artillery, because, you know, everything was, you know, fragmented. But do I expect them to take on all of Russia? Well, most of Russia will just be able to be demanded to surrender, I suppose. I'm estimating that Kiev and Moscow will provide resistance, and the rest will just fall easily. Makes me think might be best to go after Moscow first. Last, I mean. I just land here and then just start making our way. Yeah, then we can go get Dagestan up this way, grab these, and then make our way to Moscow. Long way to go. Needs to be done. Or we can not be lazy about this and just let the reinforcements come. I think I will do that. The thing is though, you know, not utilizing this artillery here, it does make the battles take longer. You know, it's on small arm. You know what? Fuck it, I am going to use this, but I'm not going to use this one this time. Alright, I'm not going to use John Churchill this time, so you guys come stand here, and you... Ah, motherfucker. Alright, I'm going to load that, because I don't want them really moving. What I need them to do is just be able to basically turn around and just attack it directly. So I'll just move a bit first. Generally speaking, the corner parts are attack points. So we'll try that. I'll just save that there. Yeah, see, just like that. That's what we wanted. Uses up less movement points. And the thing is, you know, that if they had gone with the first option, that might have disabled me from doing one additional battle later down the track. Which, you know, there's not that many settlements left. We've got 30 in total left to conquer, maybe. But still, you know, you don't want to get to that last two regions and there's a huge army and then you're like, nah, I can only use half my artillery because I wasted half of it on this fucking battle. Alright, this map seems okay. Now, where are my reinforcements going to come from? Probably from there. Alright, I'm going to set up there. I don't know if I like that. I want to position myself right here, and it's always just putting me on the fucking top of a hill. I don't want to be on the very top of a hill because they bounce their fucking shots. Last thing you want is for the shots to be bouncing. What about over here? No, I'll stick with this. We'll see how that goes. Oh, you've got to be shitting me. That is not where they were positioned. Ah, for fuck's sake. What a pain in the ass that's gonna be. They were more down here. This is bullshit. It's not like it's a big deal. It's just we have to go around rather than, you know, in a straight line. And I gotta wait for all these fucking losers to get into the battle. Luckily, I'm not walking around with a full stack at the moment. Because I know I don't need one. Wouldn't help me at all. It'd just take longer for these guys to come on each time. How you going anyway? You getting some kills? Yeah, you're doing alright. To begin with, that's good. That's what we want to see. Just have to go around so that these guys don't bother us. They really should just go at the speed of the slowest person. This doesn't look like it's going to be difficult, it just looks more tedious than anything. I just need to get my guys around here safely, which, you know, it'll be done. Just take time. So I might pause the recording now and just go through the motions, continue shooting them, and if something interesting happens, I will show it, as per the usual. Okay, so we're at the back end of this battle. All they've got left are melee units, and yeah, it looks like they're about to break. Good stuff. I don't think I took any casualties. Just a bit of patience and that's all that was required. Pain in the ass fight though, just sitting there waiting for them to go back and forth. Gets tedious, but when you get no casualties, that is the perfect result, isn't it? Alright, now let's have a look at the difference between the two artillery. I still did way worse. If I didn't know any better, he didn't lose any movement points at all. So why the fuck did you lose so many when fighting this? Maybe it's because of the fort. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Well, it's good. I mean, at the end of the day, if he runs out of movement points after we get to Crimea, it's fine. If he loses all of his movement points before then, he can't get to Crimea. Unless we go by land. Fuck that. I'm going to make sure he doesn't run out of movement points, though. Alright, well, the next stop is the final settlement, Algiers. We'll try and get a peace treaty with them. You know, the whole thing where we extort as much money from them as we can so that they can fund our wars against other people. But anyway, I'll pause the recording as I get my way over to Algiers. Okay, so we've made it to Algiers. I've brought the navy up. I'm a little bit concerned by how much movement I've used up, about 4 or 5 ships, but it should be enough to pick them up afterwards and get them to Crimea. Should be, being the key word. I thought about perhaps capturing that ship, but it's too out of the way. Take up too much movement to get it, so I won't bother with it. Anyway, we're here at Algiers. Let's get a peace treaty with them and score some cash. They're not as rich as some of the other nations. I can only score a measly 7 grand off them, which is pretty much the amount it cost us to get here, which is absolutely fine. As the term progresses, we just keep getting richer and richer, and not to mention that, Morocco is bound to have a lot of money. And then Crimea will have a bit. After that, there's not many factions left. I mean, if we have a look at this now, not many. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 factions that we need to defeat. Not including the what's it called? The 13 colonies, because we don't defeat them. We'll just annex them outright. This is going to be pretty much the same as the last battle, so something that's not interesting, just go in there, kill them, use the artillery, I barely even pay attention. And then we move on. The Barbary states will be gone, we move on to Morocco, see what we can steal from them before defeating them utterly. And then we've got the very long trek across the entire Mediterranean to get to Crimea. Because although we do have another army, the thing is, this one is still better because of the amount of artillery that we have. In this kind of campaign, our strength is always going to lie in artillery. This is not good. Oh, hang on, maybe it is actually. Excuse me. There is no way up from here. Meaning the only way up is up this way. However, what happens if they just decide not to attack? What I'm going to do... The thing is, if I set up here, they will bounce. See, you can't... If you look at it from their point of view, we can only see that far. We can't see, like, right down into the town. These cannons do not shoot on an arc. They shoot straight forward. So they're going to bounce these shots, which are going to make them inaccurate. We would need to get them here. If we could set them up there, then they could shoot quite well. I don't like this map at all. Not one bit. The problem here, like, I'd want to set up right there, I think. Actually, this spot here is alright. I can see across the whole map there. They can't reach us. I'll set the other artillery up over there. They'll never get a chance to use their canister shot, but that's fine. Alright, so where are they coming from? This is... I don't know. Not too sure about this. Well, we'll just have to deal with it. How do we get down from here? I'm kind of wishing I had brought some of that cavalry I left behind so that I could just use them to suicide and just go and fight them. Should have thought about that. It's too late now. I quick saved over it. I mean, I can load up some of my backup saves, but no thanks. I'm not going backwards that far. Alright, well, I imagine this battle might take me a little while. we are doing damage to them, so that's good. But I'm just going to pause the recording and just try and work it out. It's probably going to take me a while, so if anything interesting does happen, I'll be sure to record then. Alright, so this battle's been going on for about half an hour so far. They haven't been able to get close, because if they did get close, we need to use canister shot anyway. It's taken a long time to kill them this way. However, what they've done here is they've split their forces in half. I've already killed their general, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to rush at them now. So they're already shaken. I'm going to get these guys to stop shooting at these guys. Shoot them over here. I reckon we can get a chain route here. And then maybe there as well. Most of these forces don't have much anyway. Alright, aim for the fire-locked armed populace. Wait, actually, you go for that one. Come on, don't kill my generals. I don't have any suicide generals on this one. Fuck, I thought I told you to hit them. Don't really care what happens as long as these guys don't die. As in the generals themselves. That's good. Okay, there's 3 enemies left to go. It's not too much. They've already been beaten to absolute shit. They don't have any more gun troops. Okay, I'll get these to stop now. Next time to attack, that's probably when, you know, there are nearby forces that are of theirs routing. Thought I told you to stop. Come on, get me a big rout. Okay, they're routing. Just make sure none of my guys die, and we should have victory. God, it took a sweet fucking time, but we got there, and the only thing we lost was General's bodyguard, which is absolutely fine. 23 of the bodyguards. Most of them won't even be able to come back with us on the boat. They're out of movement. And that's the end of the Barbary states. Now then, I don't think we have any diplomatic repercussions with Morocco. No, we don't. So we might be able to just get all of our money by selling off military access now that we actually have land that borders them. Good stuff. God damn, 120,000. I do not need that amount of money. Doesn't mean it makes me look better if I end the campaign with more money than I had last time, which was 50,000. Okay, they don't have much money left. It's okay, I've made a bit of money off them. Let's see. Let's try for 400. See if they've got that note. I always add an extra 0 there. If they can give me 200, then that'll make me happy because that'll put me at 125,000. Good, I'll accept that. Alright then, well, all I have to do now is get my way over there and go and kill them. However, that's the end of this episode, guys, so like and subscribe. Part 35 is next. And don't forget to visit me on Facebook. See you next time, fuckers.